Hey everyone, welcome to a video that I'm going to be doing on Bitcoin today. If this is February 28th, 2020, this is leap year, so we have one more day left in the month. It's not looking too good, to be honest, but what I want to do is I want to, of course, take a look and see what we've got here. And of course, before I get into this, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm giving my opinion on the market. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research. Again, this is just my opinion, and let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to be taking a look at BitMEX, taking a look at the chart that we were outlining yesterday, and kind of taking a look and see where we've got. So yesterday, when we were looking at the charts, we were waiting for the short trade, which was at the time going to be right up here at about 9,073. But since we've gotten a little bit lower, I am inclined to move this just a little bit lower down to where our pivot was. And this is going to be right around here. So this wave, this projected wave 4 is now going to be right up here at about 9,021. So this is going to move down just a little bit. And then our target is going to be right at about 8,100. So 8,100 is looking to see where this is likely going to end up. And more than likely, that's going to be a wave 3. And we're going to be in for a rally, at least for the first part of March. So I would be waiting for for any aggressive long positions until we get this last push down, at least to our algo target, because I do think that we are likely going to see this move up to about 9,000. We're starting to see the 12 hour starting to cross, the 3 hour. Of course, the 3 hour crossed back here in this zone, which is basically right around where the price is at the moment. We did see some bearish divergence, so we were talking about in the Discord yesterday on lower time frames. So I think it was on like a 15 or a 30-minute time frame. We were seeing some bearish divergence up here in this range. So I opened up a little short position. I closed it. I actually closed it about 86. 8600, 8650, something like that. It wasn't the greatest closure. I could have gotten a lot lower, but nonetheless, we started to bounce, and that's where I got out of the trade. So we're kind of moving our way back into this range that we outlined yesterday, and we're, kind of, you can take a look at the median here right around 8750. I do think that likely we are going to push up and above this. I think we're going to push out because looking at this right here, let me see if I can zoom in on this. Taking a look at the hourly, and especially the 3 hour, the hourly is printing a very small amount, really an insignificant bullish divergence on this. We can see the 12 hours is just getting ready to, to kiss and cross up. Hasn't happened yet. But on the 3 hour especially, there's significant bullish divergence on the 3 hour. Of course, we can see we've got a low here, and then we've got a lower low, but then, as far as the stochastic goes, we've got definitely signs for a higher low on there. And then if you take a look at the RSI on the hourly, we've got a low down here. We have a higher low. If I go to a 2 hour, let's take a look at the RSI on the 2 hour and see what we've got here. And we'll wait for this to load. It takes a moment for it to do so. So it would be right here. And it's taking a sweet time getting this to load down here. It usually doesn't take this long. But at any rate, I guess while we wait for that to load, I would be willing to bet that there is going to be some bullish divergence off of this as well. But nonetheless, what I'm counting here it is. All right, so on the low, we've got the low right here, and then a significant bullish divergence on this as well. So on this, it's looking fairly well, and at least on the 2 hour, the green is always based off of your current chart resolution. I'm on a 2 hour chart, so the green is a 2 hour stochastic, and we're looking to print some bullish divergence on this as well, assuming that this does continue moving in an upward direction. So in other words, if we can take out 87.25, if we can take out 87.50, then likely we're going to be printing some bullish divergence on this as well. Nonetheless, I would be careful with any positions because I do think that ultimately we are going to be going lower. So even though I'm taking some riskier swing long positions, the short trades right now are going to be your friend. And again, what I'm counting here is, let me just go ahead and pull this up here. From up here at the top, I'm looking at this as a 1, a 2, and the red is my alternate. And I'm looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, and then working on maybe an ABC into a 4, and an expanded flat up here to 9,000. And then we're going to come up here to the 5, which would be only the third. And then I think we probably will come up here to about 9,200 to 9,400, and then we'll get a rejection there. And that would be basically a bearish retest of this area right here at again, anywhere between 92 and 9,400. But in other words, what I'm expecting to happen here, and we take a look at this from an Elliott perspective, what we have here from the 3, potentially have an A, B, C, an expanded flat into a 4, and then we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here into the 8,000 zone, and then we're going to do an ABC up here into the 4, and then we're going to start a larger move down to potentially 7,500. All right, so I don't want to, and I hesitate projecting too far out because, historically my timing hasn't been the greatest. I'll be the first to admit that. People in the Discord server always tell me that I sell too early and, I buy too early, or, things like that. And, that happens. But nonetheless, I do think that we are probably going to be doing a retest of 9,000 at some point, with this being potential for an expanded flat. We've seen this, more often than not here recently. And then we see that move down to about 8,100. But I would be looking for shorts. I wouldn't be looking for longs, even though I personally am taking some riskier swing long positions. I would say that looking for a short at the 9,000 range is probably 9,000 and 9,200 is probably going to be your better bet for a rejection to get 3 more waves down to 8,100. And I believe that would be the completion of this 3. So again, we've got a 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the third, and then an ABC into the 4, and then we see that move down further to potentially 7,500. And let's just take a look at the significance of 7,500. 7,500, 7,700, that's basically the 618 of the entire move. We talk about the 50 being your friend, which is sitting here at about 82.25. I think we'll probably overthrow that just a little bit. We'll get a good reaction off of that, and then we're going to come down here to the 618. And that would be a good area to complete from the bottom a 1 and a 2, or an A and a B. In which case, ultimately, down here in this zone, we are going to bounce and we are going to move in the upside. But for right now, again, I'd be looking for shorts, take the short trades. Once we get down below 8,000, in my opinion, that is where we need to be looking for longs. For right now, I think shorts for just a couple more weeks, but I think before April, we'll probably be down there at the 7,700 level, and that is where you should be looking for long positions below 8,000. Up here in this level, I think we're probably going to be doing some bouncing a little bit. Nonetheless, I think you should still be looking for shorts. That's just my opinion, though. All right, I was able to keep this under 10 minutes today. I'm going to be doing a couple videos for our insured members on the indicator, in which you can see here, with our buy and our sell signals. And I've been using these. I've had them in the videos for quite some time talking about them, but they are available to our insured members. And I'll be doing some videos explaining how that works and how to trade with it and all of that. But nonetheless, that was my opinion on Bitcoin. If you have any questions or you want to be part of the Discord, just throw that in the YouTube chat. I'd be more than happy to get an invite code out to you. It doesn't cost anything to be part of our community. Lots of really great chatter on there, both in the traditional and in the crypto channels. Lots of really crazy gains on the traditional markets, but lots of really great chatter in both of those channels. It's really great. We'd love to have you there. But if this video did help you in any shape or form, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, good night, good evening. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll catch you later.